24 volts, 3.2 kVA, 24 volts, 60 amps MPPT charge controller inbuilt, and 160 VDC. 160 VDC. So this inverter, as you can see down there, is optional. So you can configure them with Wi-Fi remote monitoring function. Also, they are BMS enabled. So they are BMS enabled. This means you very compatible with lithium battery. The next model is the high frequency BV1800, the Prime series. BV1800 Prime series. There are in two models. You got 3.5 kVA and 5.5 kVA. 3.5 kVA in your 24 volts DC input, 24 volts DC input, and 100 amps maximum MPPT. Amps MPPT, and also it carries up to 450 VDC, 450 VDC maximum solar voltage. And the next under the BV1800 Prime is the 5.5 kVA, 5.5 kVA with 48 volts DC input, 100 amps, also 450 VDC. As you can see, this one comes with an inbuilt Wi-Fi dongle. It is pointing out. That's the Wi-Fi dongle. It comes with an input. Also, this inverter BV1800 can work without a battery. Can work with or without a battery. That is for those users with high solar demand during the day. This inverter can work without battery. Also, they have dual output. You have the main load and the second load under these inverters. So, then the third one, high frequency model, the one we've carried here, that is the BV1800 VHM series. It's only one model, 5.5 kVA. 5.5 kVA is a 48 volts. This means the battery is a 48 volts battery. And 80 amps MPPT. 80 amps MPPT, that is maximum solar voltage. The solar charge controller is 80 amps and 250 VDC, maximum solar voltage it can hold. Also, it is compatible with BMS, with lithium battery. As you can see, that's a lithium battery. Well functioning. Also, you can configure it with the Wi-Fi dongle for remote monitoring. As you can see, the current technology, most of our plants on a record system is a monitor online. So this inverter is compatible with remote monitoring, hence you can configure with the Wi-Fi dongle. Then under the high frequency, high frequency model, the EXP series, EXP BV1900 EXP series. We have them 8 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, and 12 kilowatt EXP. 8 kilowatt is a 48 volts DC input, and the maximum charge current is 120 amps. 120 amps for the EXP series. So, and also it carries up to 500 VDC. Maximum solar voltage, 500. Okay, so you can see this one has a wide range of solar input. The 10 kilowatt also is a high frequency with 48 volts DC input. 48 volts DC input and up to 150 amps MPPT. 150 amps MPPT solar charge card controller. Also up to 500 VDC, maximum solar voltage it can hold. Same to 12 kilowatt. 12 kilowatt also 48 volts. 48 volts, 150 VDC, and 150 amps, 500 VDC. Okay? These inverters also, they are compatible with the BMS, so you can configure them well with the lithium batteries. Also, you can connect them with the Wi-Fi for remote monitoring. They also supply output with the main load and the second load. We have the three-phase model, that is PV 1100 EU series. It's only 12 kilowatt three-phase. 12 kilowatt three-phase is the only model currently available. Okay? So we'll come and talk about this later. Now let us look at the low frequency models. We have from 3 kVA low frequency. 3 kVA is not indicated in our catalog, but it's also there. 3 kVA is a 24 volts DC input system. 24 volts, 80 amps MPPT, 80 amps MPPT with up to 245 VDC, 245 maximum solar voltage it can hold. We have the 5 kilowatt and the 6 kilowatt, all 48 volts, 8 amps and 245 VDC. Also, not indicated, 10 kilowatt and 12 kilowatt. 10 kilowatt, 48 volts, 100 amps MPPT, and up to 250 maximum solar voltage, 250 VDC. 12 kilowatt, also under low frequency, but is not indicated. 12 kilowatt, 48 volts, 200 amps MPPT, 200 amps MPPT, and up to 250 maximum solar voltage. All compatible with Wi-Fi, BMS, so remote monitoring and battery configuration is okay. Now let's look at the lithium batteries. The list we have is the 2.56 kilowatt hour MH1700 lithium ion battery, 2.56 kilowatt hour, and 12 volts. 12 volts is 12 volts. It's a 12 volts, and up to 4,000 cycles. It supports both parallel and series connection. This only is applicable to the MH1700 for the series connection. Then we have 5.12 kilowatt lithium battery. 5.12 kilowatt is in two models, 24 volts and 48 volts. So 24 volts, for 24 volt system is 200 Ah nominal capacity, 200 Ah, 6,000 cycles. Okay? Then for the 48 volts under 5.12 kilowatt hour, it's a 48 volt system with up to 100 Ah nominal capacity. Then we have the 10.24 kilowatt hour, 10.24 kilowatt hour, 48 volts, and up to 200 Ah with 6,000 cycles. And the last for the lithium battery is the 15.36 kilowatt hour. 15.36 kilowatt hour. This is the highest we have at the moment with the 48 volts, 48 volts and 300 Ah nominal capacity, 6,000 cycles. These inverters, they are all wall mount, stack, and movable. Okay? And you can also see the MPPT charge controller. The last image you see, it's only 80 amps MPPT. This is the only available model, 80 amps. It supports both 12 volts, 24, and 48 volts of battery input. Okay. And with up to 145 volts of PV input. Later on, we'll see on the configuration of the Wi-Fi dongle. Right now, let me Let me welcome Suleiman and say something. Suleiman.
Thank you, Mr. John. My name is Suleiman Hassan. I've been working with Light Gold and Wax for the past 6 years. This company originally started in Kenya since 2014. I was still young and in school that time. So once I finished my education, I joined the company to endeavor the green energy movement. Mimi nitaongea kwa lugha zote mbili, Kiswahili na Kizungu, kwa sababu najua wengi tunashare dialect. Vile mwenzangu ameongelea, kuna hizo models ambazo ziko hapo kwa catalog. He has highlighted all of them. Na on that note, nilikuwa nataka pia introduce a specific model which is called PH1100. In the newest technology in the solar industry series. It includes high voltage lithium batteries and high voltage solar inverters. The inverters ziko in different types. Kuna grid tie inverters na kuna off grid inverters, of which applications zake tofauti kulingana na demand ya the site and the client. Now, in this industry, unlike before, watu wamedevelop, hospitali zimedevelop, mashule zimedevelop, watu wameona solar inafanya kazi. Mbeleni maswali ilikuwa, solar itawasha? Lakini saizi wameamini, solar inawaka na inafanya. Lakini sasa kazi ni kwako wewe kama the engineer or the designer or the technician to give the consumer what he specifically needs. To tailor the consumer with specifications. So you need to be brief and keen on the details. With this model, it ranges from 12 kilowatt, 15 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt, 30 and 50 kilowatt. It's a high voltage inverter, meaning high voltage, unlike the normal inverters, kama hizi za kawaida, ni 48 voltage. Hii battery zako unaizifunga in series. You can achieve actually 400 voltage of battery. Na inaingia kwa hii machine. Now hiyo ina support big projects like a whole hospital with 10 and dozens ACs, with X-ray machines, with everything included. The lithium batteries, vile unaona ziko hapa, hizi kama specifically this one battery is 100 Ah, 51.2 voltage. It is stuck in series, 6 of them in a pack. Now these 6 of them can be put in another 6 lines. That way you will achieve 6 times 6, 36 batteries using 150 kilowatt inverter. Hapo kuna mtu atahitaji stima kweli? Hapo ni power enough. So this is the future of solar, and Light Gold and Wax is also bringing this. By end of May, we will be having this in Kenya. So for all the technicians with big projects, you can go with this. Kuna wale already to interact. You have seen the bigger models that we introduced recently to the market. We have the LP1600 15 kilowatt lithium battery. This is also a versatile lithium battery, ni kubwa na iko na enough power. Some faces here I have already supplied it to them and they are still using it, which is perfect. So one thing ambayo naweza waambia nyinyi kama technicians in this industry ambayo it's continually evolving, go for lithium batteries. It will never disappoint you. Now, as per the program, Mr. Tony was to speak about the catalog, and then as per the message I sent all of you, I told you we will give you breakfast, and that is due. We're gonna move to the next hall where it's all arranged, and breakfast will be served there. Now, after the breakfast, we will have 2 sessions. The first session we will do is technical. I will take you through the max inverter and the lithium battery, technical capabilities and configurations, and the settings needed. Another session that we will have Mr. Tony displaying how to connect the Wi-Fi dongle to the mast inverter, ambayo unaweza angalia kwa simu yako anywhere you are. Kuna wale wanapata clients wako majuu, client hata yuko, lakini ili apate system yake unaweza mconnectia kwa simu, ana observe tu, atakwambia hiyo iko sawa, pesa yako ndio hiyo umepata. Sasa we have that. Mr. Tony will display how that works, and then another session that will come in, it's Q&A, question and answers. Feel free, everybody. We will ask questions, and I also expect questions from you. Tuelimishane, tujuane zaidi, kwa sababu there's no one who is perfect. Tunaongeza elimu na tunaboresha sola katika nchi yetu. Karibuni nyote. Feel free, everybody. You can talk to your neighbor, mjuane. Give me a minute. I organize the next hall. Niwaite nyote basi.